Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my Captain Marvel movie review. I'm a bit late with this review, and that's just because I wanted to think about it a little bit. I did go to the Thursday night opening to the general public, that is. And with this movie, I know there was some controversy surrounding this. I am such a big Marvel fan. I really try to stay away. Normally, I engage with that type of stuff, but I'm just exhausted of all that stuff, all that back and forth. I don't think Brie Larson. I think she's a great actress. I think everybody in this movie is great. I think it was unwise to do what she did, but whatever. I just try to ignore it as much as possible, and it really seemed like a lot of people were ready to trash this movie as soon as it came out. I was looking forward to it because I'm a Marvel fan. I like everything Marvel. I did like Jonathan Hickman's kind of portrayal of Captain Marvel and the Avengers. The Avengers is the comic book that is one of my favorite comic books. Again, she wasn't front and center in that, but she was a big part. She was second in command, Captain America, during that, and I liked her in that series. I think I read one issue of something about her. Maybe I can't. It's that popular cover with her like on the front with her hair kind of flowing at. I don't know. It's a terrible description. Anyway, I wasn't a fan of them casting Brie Larson at the beginning, but I got over that. The problem with this movie is, if I had to describe this movie in one word, it would be bland. It's just a bland movie. I'm not going to say it's the worst movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's probably bottom three. I'd say maybe it is the worst. I don't know. It's definitely in the bottom three. I have to think about it more. But I got it down there with Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 3. I hated Iron Man 3, sorry. But that whole thing was like borderline false advertising, in my opinion. This movie is really I never felt. Well, where do I put the blame on this? I put this square on the directors. I looked these people up, Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck. I don't know if they're married or what. They've directed some indie movies in the past. I don't know why they picked these people. I blame them for this. For this, this movie's got a couple of problems. Now, number one, it appeared as though they almost didn't have enough. By the way, this is a spoiler review, so be forewarned if you're going to continue to listen. I'm going to get into spoilers just because I find it easier to talk about the movie that way. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. Anyways, you never really get into. I never felt like Captain Marvel was in peril. She's strong in the start, and she's even stronger at the end. There's no real villain in this movie. The people you thought were villains turn about halfway in the movie. It's not that they turn, it's you get to see something from a different perspective, which I thought was interesting. Ben Mendelsohn was good. He's always good. He was Talos. Everybody's good. Jude Law, Annette Bening. It's almost like there was too much going on here. There were too many villains. It's like Ben Mendelsohn's the villain, Jude Law's the villain, Annette Bening is, I don't know. Clark Gregg was wasted. He did not need to be in this movie. They even brought in Ronan the Accuser. I have no idea why he's in the movie. There's no need to have him in the movie other than, oh, there's Ronan. Why? Why was Ronan in this movie? I liked, I think her name is Lashana Lynch as Maria Rambeau. She was great. Ben Mendelsohn was probably the best part of the movie. He plays leader of the Skrulls. But the problem is, it's just that I didn't feel there was any kind of a struggle. This movie, the problem with Captain Marvel in this sense is it's the same problem I think that happens with characters like Superman, that are just, and maybe even the Hulk too, that are just, they're so powerful. How do you find a villain for them to overcome. So you either have to go like some cosmic threat, or it has to be a personal journey, a personal struggle, or they can be depowered. So being depowered is what worked with the Thor movie. I love that first Thor movie. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies. I think it's very underrated. But he was depowered. See, in this movie, again, they kind of try to depower her, but it's so stupid the way they do it. Apparently, she's had amnesia for 6 years. There's this disc on the side of her neck, kind of like what they did with the Hulk in Planet Hulk. You telling me in 6 years she didn't rip that thing off, or was curious? The action, I thought, I just from the beginning, there's like a fight scene. Well, they're supposed to be in like some kind of a battle, like some kind of tactical mission. I never got the sense of like the action was crap. She goes with this squad of Kree on this mission, and I just didn't feel like, I was like, yeah. It just was bland, and then she gets she gets captured and has to fight her way out. That fight scene just felt bland. It felt so bland. I don't know. And then they kind of try to do a Guardians of the Galaxy-esque thing with the music. I really hated the On the Nose. I'm Just a Girl by No Doubt. I hate that song. I hate that band. I hated them in the 90s. I hate them now. I've never liked that band. And I don't like Gwen Stefani either. I don't think she can sing. They did say, I think the director came out and said this is a feminist movie, which is a dumb thing to do. But if that's what they want to do, go ahead. I was concerned when I was concerned about that, because I didn't want there to be too many on the nose jabs at men like Ghostbusters. I'm not some, I hated Ghostbusters because it obviously was taking jabs at men. It's the bad kind of feminism that I absolutely despise. This movie, there's these scenes where they're telling her, like, oh, you can't be a pilot, you can't drive a go-kart, you're a girl. I don't know that anybody does that. In the society that I grew up in, girls constantly get encouragement all the time. Maybe that's not someone else's experience, but, girls constantly, guys, I don't know, I think they expect you to be self-motivated from within. I don't know. So I don't know where all that's coming from. I don't like it, but fine. I can forgive all that. It's just a problem, like all those things. Oh, you know what, you call it a cockpit, and that's fine. It's just a movie. She has no arc, and they didn't need to put the Tesseract in the movie. That's stupid. And one of the things that really bothered me was that they can retcon this, though. I have faith. Is that Nick Fury gets his eyes scratched out by a cat? I thought he lost it in some badass battle, in Vietnam or something, or Korea War, or whatever, in Panama. I don't know, first Gulf War. That was so idiotic. They can retcon it because they could just, I don't know, in the next movie, whatever, be like, oh, you didn't lose the eye. He's like, nope, I thought I was going to lose it, but I didn't. I would do that. That would be funny, too. Again, describe this movie in one word. I've said it 20 times, as bland. If I had to rank this movie on the Star Strider scale, I'd give it a 50. I don't think that's the lowest of the Marvel movies. I didn't feel bored in this movie. I didn't feel like, oh my god, I wasn't looking at my watch. But at the same time, this movie, it's just an average movie. It's an average movie. If anything, that's a testament to what Marvel has done, where an average movie is a disappointment. It's fine. I don't hate it. I actually kind of do want to see it one more time, and I wish I had gone Friday, because I think a lot of people don't seem to go Thursday evenings. I don't know if they don't know or what's going on, but maybe I should have gone Friday. But anyways, that's my review. I tried a new Avatar thing. Maybe I'll go back to the GTA Avatar. I don't know. I seem to get more strikes doing it this way, so I'll see. It wasn't terrible. These directors were horrible, though. The direction was horrible, and they wrote it, so I completely blame them. I don't blame Brie or any of the actors. I think these directors suck. I'm sorry. I think they suck. They shouldn't do any more Marvel movies. I don't even know who they are, where they found them. And also, I think it's unfair, and I get really annoyed when people keep comparing this to Wonder Woman. Why? Just because it's two feet. Oh, they have the same genitalia. We got to compare them. Why? Why? They're not the same. They're not the same character. Not the same anything. Why? Do you compare? Oh, this guy's 5'8" and that guy's 5'8". No, I'm kind of tired of that. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought. Leave your comments below. Like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Okay, bye.